What's up, everybody? Calvin Bowie, aka Captain Charisma. Thank you so much. The outpouring of messages, of comments, of everything. I mean, it's truly amazing what one can create if they just put their mind out and do it. Yeah. This show is a daily affirmation Monday through Friday. Monday through Friday, I do an affirmation. I break it down to you the way I see it. I kind of give you an insider's look into my mind, how it works. And you can agree, you can disagree, but hey, give me 10 minutes of your time and have a little bit of open mind. And we'll see if we can, I don't know, kind of get into your head and set you in a good path and see what happens. All right. This is episode 5. And, this entire show basically started with me realizing how grateful I am to be able to not only build this channel, build FCAN Deliciousness, go out there, tell the stories of other people, eat amazing food, meet amazing co-hosts, and take this journey on, this journey that I don't know where it's going to lead me to. And to be honest, I don't want to know where it's going to lead me to. I want to be surprised. I want to feel the uncertainty. I want to feel what it's like to put in the effort and what will happen there and after. So, today's affirmation is from an author, an academic, and a vulnerability expert. I only laugh at the word vulnerability because I didn't expect that word to be on my screen right now. Brené Brown has oh, let me put this here. There you go. Oh, Brené Brown has an affirmation. The affirmation is, courage starts with showing up and letting ourselves be seen. There is not a better affirmation that correlates to what I've been doing for the last 8 months. All right? I'm not a YouTuber. I'm a chef for 20 years. I'm a businessman for 20 years. Actually, more than 20 years. 22, what am I, 43 now? 21 years. 8 months ago, I ran out of excuses to start my channel, and I didn't want to let my best friend down because he believed in me. He pushed me to open up or start a YouTube channel. I gave him excuses why I couldn't do it, and eventually I did it. And by the time this show comes out, or episode comes out, I should be at like 101 episodes, 102 episodes in 8 months, so proud of that. Here's where courage comes into play. I always looked at other people's show. I looked at Sunny's show, looked at Mark Wien's show, looked at Mikey Chen's show, I looked at Trevor's show, looked at all the other food bloggers out there, and I'm like, wow, this is how they do it. I'm trying to figure out how they do it and then basically create a carbon copy. But I didn't want to set out and do that. I wanted to create something completely new. I wanted to go long format. I wanted to go no editing. I wanted to go no scripts. Not that we have any scripts on Best Ever Food Review Show, but there is an outline of what we're eating that day. There's a kind of a there's kind of like each show has a story to it. My show has no story. Like this is seriously as non-filter as you can get. The courage starts with showing up. Oh man. I show up early, I ask questions, and I leave late. And wherever I can help out, I help out. Had I known this when I was 18 or 16 or 14, my life might have changed to be something different. This is how I really live now. I really believe in like courage, right? What are you worried about? Are you worried about somebody saying you suck? It's okay. They say that about my show all the time. Because my show kind of does suck. But it doesn't matter. I have the courage to stand up to them and say, F you, basically. You go and create 100 episodes of a show, then you can talk whatever you want to say. Until then, zip it. Courage starts with showing up. You could sit there and think in your mind about all the things that are going to happen, the good things, the bad things, the mediocre things. You can think about it all day long, all night long. It can keep you up at night. I've had that problem before. But when you show up, the courage to show up, you are seriously halfway there. Letting ourselves be seen. Here, I do not hide behind any editing, any cool effects, anything at all. This is my little home office. This is what I have. And this is truly who I am. Somebody said to me, why aren't you the same guy on Best Ever Food Review Show? Because that is heavily edited. That takes us 12 hours to get a 15 or 18-minute episode. That is me constantly yapping my mouth on that show, hoping to get something usable. If I was that exact same person on that show, I'd probably be a crazy person right now. I'd literally probably be like, who walks around making D jokes and just is like snarky? God, that's just such a bad. I mean, I am kind of that way, when the cameras roll, but this is who I really am. When you see me on the street, this is what you get. Whether you like it or not, I am who I am. The courage started with me not giving an F. The courage started with when Sunny told me that no one cares whether I like the food or not. That's not my job. My job as a host for FK Deliciousness or Best Ever Food Review Show is to eat the food, describe what I'm eating, describe the flavors, and tell the audience where to find the restaurant or the food. We are here to tell the stories of others. It's never been about us. It will never be about us. And that's one of the best things that he's ever shared with me, and I will bring that to my grave. I love that quote he told me. Of course, my first episode sucked. My second episode sucked. My 100th episode sucked less. But it's the courage that I have to show up every day, to show up, to eat the food, tell the story of the business owner, the small business owner, and letting the world see me for who I am. I don't have anything to hide from you guys. I don't have anything to try to be that I'm not. So, once again, the author, the academic, and the vulnerability expert Brené Brown wrote as an affirmation. This episode's going to go a little bit longer than usual. Courage starts with showing up and letting ourselves be seen. Go out there, be amazing. Go out there and do things that takes courage. I think it's a word that we don't use in our everyday vocabulary anymore. I think it's a word that I'm going to start using a lot more. Go out there, be courageous. Go ahead and fail. It's okay. I mean, I fail all the time. But eventually you won't fail as much, and then you'll get a rhythm going, and then you'll get momentum. Courage starts with showing up. God, that's so good. God, I want to say more to this, but I know that this episode's going long. Let's just say this. 20 years ago, I did not live the very best of my life. And I've gotten into some trouble with the law that I never took care of. And coming back to America 4 months ago, the first thing I did was to go and clear and be accountable for anything that has happened 20 years ago. And that courage started with me showing up to wherever I was going to go and just letting them see who I am and saying, hey, I made a mistake. How do I clear this? And I have to say that, I'm so grateful that all the things that happened to me 20 years ago are now taken care of, and they are no longer the glooming shadow over my head. I went over it by a minute. I'm so sorry, guys. Maybe this one really resonated with me a lot because how many people go to job interviews and then ghost their first day of work? Courage, right? It takes the courage to show up and get SHIT done. Get SHIT done, guys. This is how we as people move forward. All right. I'm sorry today's episode went a little bit longer. This one really resonated with me. If this episode resonated with you and you enjoyed this episode, consider pledging $5 or $10 to this channel. $5 buys me coffee, $10 buys me lunch. There's a link down below for my Venmo, my PayPal, and it's support from you guys, everybody, that helps us creators be able to spend the time and energy to create. So thank you so much for your support. Thank you for sitting through these many episodes thus far. And thank you for just letting me be me. I really appreciate that. Okay, like the video if you liked what I had just talked about. Comment below. Comment on any of the 3 platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and or YouTube. Comment below if this affirmation resonated with you. Comment below if you had something courageous that you did and you want to share it with others. What else? Subscribe to the channel. We are growing every day, and it is amazing to see this channel grow so organically. FK Delicious grew organically, and it was really cool, but I think that kind of grew because of me being on other shows. But this one is just like all me, and I have to say that it's a really cool opportunity, I guess I would call it. Just the opportunity. I'm really grateful to have this opportunity to sit with you guys. Usually talk to you for 10 minutes, but today I went a little further, so I'm so sorry. If somebody's going through some hardships in life and this video could help them out, consider sharing this video with your friends and family, because it really helps this message spread on out like wildfires. Not that I like wildfires, but it just helps spread. Okay, 14 minutes into it. My name is Calvin Bowie, aka Captain Charisma. I will see you guys tomorrow on another episode of Captain Charisma. Thanks.